Hey, Drive, Migz here, and I am with Andre Klebleyev. Andre is in a competition here, and he's going to show us his car. Tell us about the competition first, though, Andre.
Okay, so this is the competition called Tuner Battlegrounds. It is basically by PassMag, Performance Auto and Sound Magazine. They're out of Toronto, Canada. Basically what this contest does is it gives people that, let's say, don't have the connections of these big end builds around here in SEMA to be able to get their car in SEMA. So this challenge actually, it started out with 64 cars originally, and the 64 people throughout, I believe, 2 months of online voting, it went from 64 to 32 to 16 to 8 to the final 4, which then from the final 4 came to the finalists, which are the 2 cars here. My car being this blue and silver BMW M3, and my competitor Rachel, that's her car over there, which is a new Subaru STI. And so basically now it's us 2 at SEMA 2018, and the final competition just started today, and it's going to last until Thursday at noon Pacific time. And basically it's all online voting, meaning the people can actually choose what they want. It's not so much certain people choosing, and you don't have to be at SEMA to vote either. It's just you go to tunerbattlegrounds.com, and you'll find the 2 competitors, and you can either vote for Rachel's car or my car.
So go to tunerbattlegrounds.com. All right, so guys, do that after you see this. They have till the end of the week?
Yep, till Thursday actually. So till Thursday noon, like I said, and then Friday will be the actual announcement of who won. The winner is getting some big goodies from the four sponsors there, which is AEM Induction, AEM Electronics, Airlift Performance, McLeod Clutches, and Mycanic, which is like a tool brand. And on top of it, you get a cover feature on the PassMag magazine, and the second place gets smaller goodies from those sponsors and just a feature in the magazine. But obviously the actual finalist gets the grand big cover feature in the magazine. So
all right, take us for a walk around your car. This is pretty exciting for all you fans of Need for Speed. Andre is from New Jersey.
So this is.
Do you get a lot of flack for that?
Do I get a lot of what?
Do you get a lot of flack for being from New Jersey?
Not really. We were in some casino, and the guy asked me where I was from, and he just did like an Italian accent, because apparently, I don't know. I guess that's the thing. I don't know, maybe it's because it's close to New York. But yeah, this car is from Need for Speed.
Okay.
Not from Need for Speed, but it's from a video game that came out in 2005 called Need for Speed Most Wanted. It is part of the original Need for Speed series with Underground 1, Underground 2, Most Wanted, Carbon, all the OG Need for Speed games that I grew up playing. I was like 9 years old when I played this, and I saw this car as a kid, and I just fell in love with the car, and I Googled what car it was, and I found out it's the E46 generation of the M3. The one in the game was a GTR, which is a race version, the BMW factory race car, just with the livery. So I got a 2001 BMW M3, and I did all the work in my own garage, little tiny garage. The livery is obviously that, but before the livery, it has a full custom GTR kit. It's a 4-inch wide body all around, where the car itself is way wider than stock. It has a giant wing, as you can see. It has Lexan windows, which is like basically kind of, let's say, plastic windows in the rear and sides for weight reduction. And inside it is fully caged. It's fully caged with a 6-point cage that has door bars and extra bracing. It's FIA spec. Has a steering wheel that comes off whenever you want it to for getting in and out of the car. The door, as you can see, is cut up on the inside. It has no window or anything. It's to lighten up the car. Everything on this car is lightened up, from taking out the OEM seats that are heavy to taking out the OEM leather interior that's very bulky and heavy. The doors, the roof is carbon, but you can't really tell that it's carbon because of the fact that it's painted over, but the roof only weighs 6 pounds. So I took off the roof, took off a lot of the stuff on this car, as you can see. I just finished it about 2 weeks ago, and I'm building it for time attack racing, meaning on the East Coast of America, the racing they do there is Global Time Attack, Grid Life Time Attack, and then the NASA Time Trial Series. And all of those, the tracks being New Jersey Motorsports Park, Watkins Glen is about 5 hours north of me, Lime Rock Park is 4 hours, Pocono Raceway is about 4 hours. And then I know the grid life goes down to Road Atlanta and Atlanta, Georgia too. So that's kind of what I'm trying to compete this in. But basically it's just a race car with the Need for Speed Classic livery.
How about SCCA?
Yeah, that too.
Like,
yeah, those are a lot of those are sprint races though, and a lot of them don't really allow the crazy wide bodies. And all the E46s that race in those are mainly like stock body M3s and everything.
Right.
And then all around, I mean, everything is done by me, from the help of my girlfriend that's sitting all the way back there. But we took off the glass by ourselves. Never done that before, but I figured out how to do it through the power of YouTube and Googling and stuff like that. The hood that came on it was already a fiberglass C-bond carbon fiber hood, but I cut those holes and molded in with fiberglass these vents that sit in there now. It has the quick latches because this hood is now so light and skinned that if you pick it up, I mean, if you open it, it literally just flops around like crazy. Under the hood, it's nothing really impressive. It's just the M3 engine, the S54 with race headers, so it makes about 350 horsepower. So all I really did was keep the power stock so it's reliable, but I lightened up the car by about 400 or 500 pounds with all the things that I've done, and obviously widened it. It has 19x11 wide wheels all around with 295 tires in the front and 325 tires in the rear, just so it can actually handle very well. And I mean, right before the SEMA show, I actually took it to the Hoover Dam, which is about 50 minutes away from here, out into the Arizona, or the Nevada-Arizona desert. And I was driving, yeah. No, the thing about this car is I love to drive it. As you can see already, although I just painted it, there's already little chips on it, but I built the car to be used, because I didn't want it to just be trailered everywhere and be a show car and stuff like that. Like I built it so that if I get chips or anything gets screwed up or anything like that, I'm not afraid to, it doesn't bother me. And that's the whole thing, because I feel like a lot of cars, they end up being, they sit in garages just for the fact that people are scared to use them because they're afraid that something will get damaged. But that's kind of what I built it for. I built it all myself to avoid costs of big shops and stuff like that, and B, I just wanted to say I did all of it because I think it's the coolest thing to take a car from scratch, how it sits stock, and turn it into something that's totally different like that.
Do you think you're gonna win?
I don't know. I don't like giving an answer to that because I just say anything could happen. That's probably the most like cliche answer I could say, but I mean, anything can happen. I mean, thankfully to my fan base on Instagram and YouTube, they've really supported me and got me this far in the competition, all the way to the final round, obviously here at SEMA. And yeah, I mean, that's really like all I can really thank is all my fan base that has voted for this car and stuff like that, because obviously without them I wouldn't physically be here or anything.
Well, where can we find you online?
My Instagram is m3babe_. I know it's funny, I'm not a girl. And then my YouTube is just my full name, Andre Klebleyev, which is right here, Andre Klebleyev. We have like a fan base of about 40,000 subscribers on YouTube. I have every single video of me building this car from when it was scratch, from the paint to the wheels to the body to body work to the cage to literally everything, and there's a ton of videos. The original video of me building the version 1 of this car back in April has 2.5 million views on YouTube right now, ish, give or take, and I mean, it just goes up since then. And we recently, like I said, hit 40,000 subscribers, so that's wonderful. And
sweet. Well, thank you so much for spending time with us and showing your car. It looks pretty cool. I'm thinking you might win because you get a lot of Need for Speed fans out there.
Yeah, nostalgia. Nostalgia.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.